the live stream. If you want to watch more of these videos like Magic Legends, Magic the Gathering, I feel free to hit the notification button so you can actually get notified, because my streams, there's not a consistency in which I do them, so notification is cool. Anyway, you might be thinking, see, so biostatistics and epidemiology is my current hell, but your current hell might be, ooh, look at that.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Lols. Alright, so anyway, no bathtub stream. I know, SADGE. It's a joke. People can laugh. Can you laugh in 2021? I don't know. But we can play Magic Legends. That's what we can do. So I took a test early in the morning. So what happens when you drink a lot of coffee? You are revved up. And I forgot that I was supposed to sleep. And so that leads me... We're in Mythic Rank. So we're just going to play... creatures. Who plays with creatures? Come on. Kill your opponent's creatures? Now that's more of a story. There you go. So, but what we're going to do is jump out ahead here. Slide right into the action with the Yet deck. Just jump right in there. Just sink our teeth. Playing something called Deadshot. Fitting. Alright, let me just get a second. Everything rock rolling. Alright. Keep the 7. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the whole professional thing that people should do. Was it that one? Yeah, that was that one. Alright, they go first. Cool. So hopefully you're having a good morning, afternoon, day. They're playing just the good old Angel deck. By the way, I was 98% Mythic. I won one match and it put us at 97, so I couldn't ration that one out. There's the Angel right there. Boom. Valkyrie Angel from Kaldheim. Hopefully you did not invest in Kaldheim physically, because you would have lost your ass. But this card's pretty good. As long as you have 27 or more life, creatures you control get +2/+2. Amazing card. Alright, let's rock and roll. They could do some crazy stuff next turn. But, let me see here. Wipe the board, wipe the board, wipe the board. I think we go with Idyllic Tutor. I don't think they really have me yet, even though they're going first and they can just burst out with Collective Company. Going over Doomscar. But, yeah. They might think I have Collected Company. Nope. Bishop of Wings. We'll drop that right there. Yep. So they get the turn. Alex, hello. How you doing? For your morning or night? It's got to be one of the two, right? Playing versus the Angels. This guy's a little bugger. Spells that cost 4 or greater cost 2 more. We bring out 9 lives. We'll drop the Solemnity. We want a Gideon's Intervention, his Skyclave Apparition. You can't afford the deck that you want. You mean in real life or on Arena? Let me call. Skyclave Apparition. Oh, Arena. Standard or historic? Historic, yeah. If you have a lot of wild cards in standard, you build a lot of standard decks, then sometimes it's a little hard to initially get into historic. I feel like I should just kill all of his creatures. Seemed like a good play. Woohoo, we're at 96. Yeah, the ranking was going in reverse. I was 98%. I won a match. I should have been 99 and put me down to 97. Played another match. I was at 97. Won a match. Put me down to 96. So I said, fine. I'll stop playing for about a week. Yeah, those historic lands, little rare eaters. Look at that. We almost hit our daily. Killed 25 creatures. We can do that easily. Let's see if we can slide this into the top 1500. What were you trying to make? It's a pretty cheap deck. Let's see. Even decks like Neoform are expensive. Oh. Because they need those little... It's a lot of little rare creatures. It's not mythic rare heavy. Just... Is this Christmas? We got 9 lives, Solemnity, Leyland, and Doomscar. Unless they're playing a control deck, then this is hell. Alright. Oh, they keep on mulligan. Oh, don't play with Tybalt Trickery. Look at this mulligan. Oh, he's playing with Tybalt Trickery. He's gonna keep like 2 cards. Ah, fuck it. This is... Well, that was a free win. Tybalt Trickery. That was Tybalt all the way. Any time you see somebody mulligan like that, it's just Tybalt all the way. Yeah, I do have a Discord. Let me I have to get an invite link, so let me try to look that up really quick. Somebody else built me my Discord, because people kept on asking, and somebody else, let's see. They built it September of last year. I have people from Magic Legends in there. Let me see if I could find it. Gotta generate an invite. Cool. I think that'll work. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you know what? My copy and paste. I got so ticked off on an exam, I slapped my mouse really hard. You know what? Actually, I can do this. That should work. Just go old school. I think that should work. I think that should get you to the Discord. You just want to go underneath Magic the Gathering. I also have Magic Legends on there. So you'd probably just want to go Magic the Gathering. Let me know if that works. I don't use it too much. Somebody else set it up for me, like last year. Jizaki. Ooh. We're not really that good versus Jizaki control. The graveyard Jizaki, yes. This Jizaki, no. Like if they use the graveyard, they're definitely going to counter this for sure. Rest in peace. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I don't know about this match here. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, we're not that good versus Jizaki control.
Keep up the pace.
I can take a look at it. Let's see if this will get through. Binding Ixalan. Basically, it doesn't get through, does it?
Do you want me to phase you out of time? We need to move quickly.
This Teferi. Oh, that's a double slap in the face. Teferi with Narset. It's bringing flashbacks of 2019 Modern or Standard. Good gosh. So what this does, we can exile something and they can't cast anything of that spell until they get rid of this. So if I make this into a creature, he's just going to kill it through Lightning Helix. But we'll force him to hold that 2 mana. He saw it coming. We'll use Gideon's intervention, see if he'll counter this. Try to get that. Yep. take 2, right? We'll just do it again. Blowfly infestation. You know what? I don't even know what that does. Let's see. I'm drawing a brain fart. 3 colorless, 1 white. What is that thing? Cast out. Or cast away. Cast out. Wait. Right. Am I thinking straight? Yeah, it's cast out. Oops. Done. Could be wrong. Don't know. Alright. I'll pass my turn. We'll draw a card on his turn at the end of his end step. Yeah. This could be a long game. Whenever creature with a -1/-1 dies, put a +1, put a +1 -1, or put a minus. I haven't seen that play too often. I could try this, so let me... Let me tap it... Let me tap it this way. It shuts down all planeswalkers. Allows us to draw an additional card, but that doesn't matter because he's got Narset. It just shuts down all the planeswalkers, really. Wow, they got through. I'm really shocked. Plus our creatures get +1/+1. What if he like keeps on tapping for this and we just like mana tithe that? That'd be sweet. We don't draw the additional card because of Narset's passive ability. You'd think he'd be holding like a counterspell, right? Okay, but with 9 lives, this card isn't really that great. A little unusual historic game, you know, lasting this long. But see, he's got to get through 2/9 lives. We've locked his cast out. He's got his Teferi. There's Salamity. If he, so I'm gonna try to bait him to counter this maybe. If he's holding a counterspell. I'll try it. He hasn't countered anything yet. Salamity went through? Oh, that's pretty cool, Valix. We just countered that. It's cool. Ooh, Blink Moth? Pretty good. Yep, we all know that he's going to use this on this, so... Yep. Oh, I got you. Have you checked out Modern Horizons yet? Well, it's already out. I don't know if you play in real play or not. The price is tanked like crazy. So we got Castle Ardenvale, and he can't activate Search for Scantia because we have out of all the Rest in Peace. Are we actually gonna beat like one of our toughest opponents? So how we have them locked out? We have Leyland Sanctity, which has hexproof. We got 9 lives with Solemnity. We shut down Planeswalkers with that.
I know 88 ways to defeat.
We have hexproof. Anything that goes in the graveyard gets exiled. He can't cast to Fury. Then he can't cast out. So. Oops, I should have played a Blink Moth. My bad. I'm not going to attack because he can just activate that and block. But we can draw a card on his turn, even if he's got Nisa out. Okay. Comes in and play tapped because he can't block. Because we got Authority of the Consuls. I think we have every enchantment on the battlefield.
Interesting technique.
Yeah, so that rest in peace, exiling all cards from graveyard is just killer.
Trust me.
So is that. But he can't activate to Fury because of Mortal Sun. So he got it back, but he can't do anything with it. Players can't activate Planeswalker abilities. Then, at the end of his turn, create another creature. Draw a card. That's why I added Blink Moth in here. So, versus control decks, we have a chance, maybe?
This is hard.
Slow down its Fury.
Train harder.
pass the turn. In a screwed up way, I kind of just want to wipe the board. And just get rid of these big blockers, if I could. Let me see if I attack. Let me see if I can force him to turn this into a creature and then wipe the board. Let's see if he falls for it. He'll block. Let's see if he turns this into a creature. And it doesn't. I mean, he'd still go through his deck a little bit with Search for the Scantia, but let's see if he falls for the bait again. Or he didn't fall for it the first time. Let's see if he makes this into a creature. Because I want to get rid of the Crawling Barrens. Dude. The fact that we both have 20 life, I know, right? It's just... It's like... Another Narset, really?
There are so many mysteries to uncover.
I don't think that really matters. I'm just gonna pass the turn. I mean, he's got 17 cards left in his deck. I have 13. Or I have 12. You know, that Narset, I don't think I want to kill it. Because I'd be drawing 2 cards a turn off of Immortal Sun. This could actually keep me alive. If it comes down to who's going to deck each other who. I don't even think I draw a card here. Even though he's shown, realistically, not too many counter spells. I mean, just for lulz, we'll just drop this down. Dude, how many enchantments do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What's very interesting is he's not turning this into a blocker. Slow smell deck ever, right? He's got 16 cards left. I have 11. Yeah, 15 left. Oh, that's right. He can use his Narset now. He's got a counter spell. But this Narset, I'm not going to attack this. This actually could keep us alive. Yeah, I don't think I draw a card. Actually, you know what? Let's go after that. Yeah, maybe he did. I don't know. It's... Unless he's just like stream sniping. I don't know. He has not used this as a blocker all game. He's got 13 cards left. I have 10. Like, he doesn't even use it as a blocker, right? He doesn't even use it right there. This is the best of one. I feel like I'm playing like I'm like in a game 3 of a best of 3. So he drew 2 cards off of that. He's down to 10 cards. I'm just going to hold this land in my hand, pretend like we have something. If he pulls a Jace, yeah. I think he's starting to realize that this game is coming down to this game is coming down to one card. He has 8, I have 7. Okay. That's what it's coming down to. Unless he just has a date. Jace, 8 cards, 7 cards. It's is my approach to the second sun like the last card in the deck? He's got a counter spell, so maybe I should have Gideon interventioned a maybe they don't have cast outs. What does he have in his hand? Oh, he doesn't have cast outs. So had I called cast out, I think, or he only has 1 counter. He's got memory lapse too. But had I called, didn't see it coming, I would have won. So this is gonna come down to 1 card. We'll just put a fourth 9 lives down. So, yeah, we're gonna die through. Unless he stream snipe me, but we're gonna die to. I mean, I'll play it out. I'm stubborn, so I'll play it out. And apparently, we're both stubborn, so... Just draw a card. Put one of your cards in your graveyard. Just draw a card. Draw an additional card. Do something. See, he's gonna counter this, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it was my last card. Wait a minute. Search. Approach the Second Sun was my last card. Oh, no. Actually, what happens if I search my library? Just for like lulz, right? Just for like something funny. Idyllic Tutor a library, it has nothing. Nope. And Approach the Second Sun was my very last card. It was my last card. And he's only got one counter spell. Like, this one doesn't matter. Because this would just put at the top. Yeah, I can't bait a counter spell. I can't bait it. You let that go through? Why would you do that? Yeah, Approach the Second Sun, my last card in my deck. Too funny. He's got one card left. I got one card left. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 enchantments. Mana Tithe doesn't help. Let's see, I'm trying to think if, like, let me just try to do something stupid. I mean, all right. I'm just playing for like we're both I'm stubborn. I'll play it out. We both will have 0 cards in our library when it's all said and done. We both have 0 cards. This is how long this game has lasted in the best of 1 in historic. Baby Shabbles, I hope you didn't stream snipe me, but yeah. My turn. Good game, man. Bam, look at that. Lols. Oh yeah, I have to take a look. Let me see. Let's take a look for a second. Let me jump in my Discord, okay. Grim Tutor, Ozolith, Exemplar Strength. I mean, it's up to you. I could. It's up to you. I could copy it and then I could put it into. Let me take a look at it. It's up to you. I can copy it and put it in here. Yeah. But that was a crazy match. We both had 0 cards left. Alright, I gotta get rid of a deck. Let's see, what was I thinking with this one? Oh, I have to keep this one. Definitely not going down to 0 cards. Let's see here. I think that's something I can get rid of. Let me see here. I have to get rid of a deck. I think me and Rumpty, he played versus this deck. We were playing versus each other a few times. Let me see. Yeah, this deck can go. Deck 144. Alright, so let's take a look at your deck. Right. Okay, whenever this deals combat damage to a creature, put a -1/-1 counter on that creature. Whenever you put one or more creature, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. You may put -1 on a target creature. Whenever you put one or more -1 creature, create a 1/1. Okay, so you're kind of trying to is this kind of like your backdoor? Like you can load the Ozolith up, slap the counters on this guy, and your opponent loses a life, and you gain a life. Let me see here. Ozolith and Nest of Scarabs. Okay. And maybe you have this as like a backdoor. Could be a backdoor win con. Yeah, I mean, for what you're trying to do, I don't know if there's another card that can supplement. I mean, the Grim Tutor. Like, did they reprint Winding Constrictor? I don't know if they did. Okay, yeah, they did. If one or more counters would be put on an artifact or a creature you control, you put that many plus of those counters on that permanent instead. Would that work in your deck? I'm thinking instead of the Grim Tutor. I didn't even know they reprinted that card. It just popped into my brain. That's all. I didn't even know they reprinted it. Or I mean, I didn't know it was historic legal. Yeah, I'd maybe take out your 2 Grim Tutors. Well, I don't know, because like you're trying, you're kind of playing a combo deck, so you might want to you might want Grim Tutors. Yeah, so I'd swap out all the glass pools. I'd take out all the because you don't need to add a third color then. Just take out all the glass pools. It'll save you mana that you don't. You don't have to. You can just stick to 2 colors, and then you just get Then you have your Grim Tutor for since you already have them, and you don't have to pay mythic rares for them. These are only uncommon, so you don't have to worry about all your mana and stuff like that. Like, you don't have to get like a, especially in your deck, you don't want too many things coming into play tapped, because Historic's really fast. Unless you're playing like a control deck where you can like just kill all the creatures, but I think that would also help you with this so you can get rid of the temples. If you can't afford to get the other mana, for Historic. +2 with your Castle Lochthwains, like these don't count as swamps, so this will come into play tapped a lot, like a lot in your deck with the pathways. Like this doesn't count as a swamp, so this will come into play tapped like a lot in your deck. So yeah, I'd probably get rid of these, board in 4 of these, keep these 2, because you can still have your backdoor combo. And then yeah, you have a lot of I think that would help, like just because this is gonna come into play tapped, like it's gonna come into play tapped all the time with your mana base. You know what I mean? Your curve's low. I mean, I could. I just have to play it in unranked. I'd have to play your deck in unranked. Unless you want to play it versus me. Like, if you want to... I don't know if... Do you have the wild cards to craft this? Then you could actually play it versus one of my decks in unranked. Yeah, I don't think I can play this in Mythic. So it's up to you. If you have the wild cards to craft the deck, you can play me in unranked. I won't play the deck that I just played. I'll play like a different deck. Oh, you don't yet? Okay. Yeah, the only other thing is 21 lands. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out. Oops, I'm gonna take out 4 of your mimics right here. I'm gonna board in 4 constrictors. And what was the combo that you like to run off of? Oops, let me add one of those back in. Nest of Scarabs and all the Ozolith. So you have Ozolith. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we got to work on your lands too, because your lands are just everything's gonna come into play tapped. You don't have any swamps, so I'm not gonna do anything drastic with your lands. I'm gonna keep let me take that out. Oops, I don't want to grab. So let me take this. Actually, I want you to keep these in your deck for green mana. You're only going to cast this for green mana. You have to remember that. Sometimes you want to throw off your opponent, right? So like turn 1, if you play this, your opponent might have you on like Soul Tie, or it might have you on a different you know what I mean? Because a green source is a green source, so it doesn't matter if you play with a pathway. Just always remember that you're using it for green, right? Oh, that helps. We'll go with land. So, do you want me to play with budget land for your deck, or like I can add Overgrown Tomb, but if you're never gonna have the wild cards to craft Overgrown Tomb, then I might as well not play with it. Or maybe you have like one of these. So we can either make your lands costly, which I don't think is what you want to do, or we can make them semi-costly, or we can just make it like just cheap. and just throw in like forest and swamps. At Hannibal, yeah, like yeah, but right now we're kind of doing like kind of like a budget. Okay, so uh, so here's what I'll do. I'll go since you can open Strixhaven packs. Yeah, so let's see. So why don't we go with like 3 overgrown tombs? You can open up packs with Strixhaven, so let's just do like 1 Strixhaven land. Well, in this I don't even like the Strixhaven land, to be honest with you. Let me take out your pathways. One last question: do you plan on opening up Strixhaven booster packs? Yeah, well, Hannibal, what I was doing is that because I was gonna throw in like overgrown tombs and stuff like that. Sometimes what I like to do with decks is because a green source is a green source. If you're just gonna play with forest, instead of playing with a forest, I'd rather play with a pathway, and just if you get this like on turn 1, you can psych out your opponent thinking that you're playing a like soul tie or something else. I don't think Castle Lochthwain would help you, honestly. Or, excuse me, the Green Castle. Not Castle Lochthwain. The other one, the Green Castle. I don't think that'll help you. So we'll just go Overgrown Tomb. So you know what? I'm actually not going to try to psych out your opponent. I'm going to take out the pathways. And the reason why is that I want to put some swamps in your deck so this Castle Lochthwain doesn't come and play tap like unridiculously. then we'll play this and oh, do they have a best of one? For historic? Or excuse me, for unranked historic? They don't, do they? Yeah, if you go to play it, you it just allows standard. Okay, allow that play. Gear keeper. Watch, it'll be a soul tie deck. Yep. Bum, 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 bum. This is probably a bad matchup for the deck. Yeah. We'll tutor the nest. Watch you probably drop like Nisa. Let's see if we can beat Sultai. People forget how good Brainstorm is. Just if somebody like tries to thought seize your hand, or thought eraser, or whatever, you could just hide your Brainstorm and hide the cards, put them on top of your library. Unfortunately, this is going to be a bad matchup. Oh, God. No, I have to take one of these away or else he just kills us. So he's going to be able to free cast. That was probably my mistake. I probably should just let, because he could actually target himself, draw a bunch of cards, and then just free cast it. You know, and if there ever was going to be a matchmaker, I never thought about it because I don't play in unranked much, but that's where the matchmaker should take place. Like, not on the ranks, but like in unranked. So you do have an even playing field in unranked. That was just a bad matchup. Lead off with a green. Solemnity. Whenever creature put lose one life. Okay, so they're gonna play with 9 lives with Solemnity, but let me read your card. This will get around that combo. He's playing with red, so we want to keep this in our hand because he might kill something here. Like in the long run. Like Lightning Helix. Okay. But see, your card is going to get around that. We're just going to have to find a way to put... Yeah, so... Hopefully... So this doesn't matter anymore. So I'm thinking this matters a lot more. Nine lives prevents combat damage for each time prevents damage. Each time it prevents damage, you put a counter on it. If it's got 9 or more counters, they lose the game. But they have Solemnity where you can't put counters on enchantments. So you can't put counters on it. So basically it has infinite if a source would deal damage to you. But your deck can get around that because because it says deals damage to you. This card says each player, each opponent. So that'll get around 9 lives. Because those are spells that target a player. This does to each. So I guess... Oh, that's... You know what? I can't... I forgot. Solemnity, you cannot put counters on creatures. So... It would have got around it, but, yeah, it's... See, watch. Yeah, so basically it's just going to, unless you don't have anything that gets rid of enchantments, I don't think. Which a lot of people don't. And that's why I think, I don't know. Because it makes it harder for new players, especially in unranked. Like they'll have the matchmaker in ranked, but So this is going to be a life gain deck with a Johnny's Primate. Yep. See, whenever one or more minus one counters on a creature, okay. Yep. You might have like Blood Chief or Bloodthirst. Nope. Ooh, he's got Veto of Dusk Rose. It's your call. We can Grim Tutor the Ozolith, or... Well, see, here's the thing. He's got Veto on the field. Yeah. Do you own any Assassin's trophies? Ooh, Ooh, that's game. So okay, so all of his creatures gain lifelink on his turn. So if he attacks, we even block. We'll take 9. I'll show you. Watch. Yeah, well, Historic is the turn 4 format. You know what I mean? It's turn 4, turn 5. It's sad that you actually have it on ranked, but I mean, we saw Ultimatum come out, what, turn 5? So, like, for your deck, do you have any Assassin's trophies? Because that's the one thing, the weakness I see in your deck, is you don't have any removal. Like, pure removal. And I'm thinking you should get rid of one of these. How many creatures do you have? You got 26. I'm thinking you should dump one of these. What do you want to remove? Isn't there a better destroy card? Yeah, Maelstrom Pulse. So I think I'd run 2 and 2. Well, let me try that. Because with your deck, you're playing the turn 5, turn 6. It feels like. Okay, so this thing's flying. For those that don't know what adapt is, basically, whatever if it says adapt 4, so in this case, they can put 4+1/+1 counters on this thing. We'll save that. Let's just attack first. I'm gonna have to try to get rid of that. So he just draws a card when he deals damage in the air. That's why I was trying to get rid of it. Because a counterspell deck that has card advantage is eek. Oh, I can't defend. These are all flyers. So his whole deck is going to be flyers and counterspells. That's his entire deck. Yep. And they get card advantage with Curiosity. They'll put an enchantment on a creature. Whenever they deal damage, draw a card. Since they have flyers. So that's why I try to take this out. Wait a minute. Let's see. What's this thing do? Counter spell ability that targets you or a creature you control, so that he can counter that. It'll keep us alive for one more turn. Look, it's no problem. I mean, like when you build a deck, and this is why, like, so like when I used to get early access to sets, I don't know if you know this, but if you go to my YouTube channel, you can check the timestamp and like the date. It was me and 4 other people that built the rogue deck that you see in well, it's going to rotate out soon, but I was one of the first 5 to make it. I built it on the early access of was it M20. So what I would do is I would play like 12 hours and just play a bunch of different decks. So people can see what they spend their wild cards on and what not to. But good old Wizards took that away from us content creators, so that were sponsored. But yeah, so just building a deck is just it's I mean that's how you have to do it. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else you could put in here. See. Let's see here. I mean, if you like your deck, you can continue building on it, but because you gotta play what's fun to you. I could have sworn there was another -1/-1. Wasn't there something? I thought there was like a -1/-1 creature that just did something. I forget what it is. But yeah, if you want to, you can keep on trying your deck out. The one thing is that you'd have to play test it a lot more, and you just have to put you would definitely have to have removal in here. So you definitely want to keep the Assassin's Trophies. I could have sworn there was like a pretty real dominant -1/-1. But I can be thinking so far back, it's not in Historic yet. So it just depends. Also, maybe you want to go +1/+1 instead of -1/-1. Like a plus deck. Because then you know, I think there's more for +1/+1 than there is -1/-1. But like I said, it's just about having fun. I mean, if you're playing, I don't know if you, oops. Huh. But yeah, if you're still here, yeah, just test it out. I mean, just test it out. I mean, you know, I played what three or four matches with it, but I mean, had they not been playing with counter spells, it could have won. Like, you could build a +1/+1 deck with like Scavenger, like Ravager, Winning Constrictor, because this would get double, like Pokronos Unchained. But you're looking at like a lot of like even these guys. So what I'll do is I'll put this in the Discord. And you can work on it from there. And we can talk in the Discord too. So, no biggie. Versus number 311. Drop that big guy right there. Is he playing with elves? Number 511. Playing with elves? Playing with those little Keeblers? Elves it is. So what he's going to do is more likely play Collective Company. You know what? These little elf decks I don't trust. Yep. There's Coco. Yep. I didn't even move up a rank for beat number 511. You kidding? I didn't even move a percent. Make a Randolph. So we got Idyllic Tutor, Solemnity, Doomscar, Mana Tithe. So another elf deck. Oh, I did move up 1%. Let's drop down Solemnity, and I think that'll be it. Yes, sir. Bum, bum, bum. Playing number 1396. Will it be back-to-back elves? No, back-to-back-to-back elves. Seriously? I'm playing elves 3 in a row? Ooh, and no mana. If I don't get a land, I'll lose. I don't get a land. What? No land still. Jeez. Yes, sir. Okay, is there an elf that destroys an artifact and enchantment? It might be. I don't know if this is... Okay, I found one, but I'll call it. Okay, and apparently they don't have that, so it's not historic legal. Foundation breaker. Okay, so I don't know what it is. So we'll just call Collected Company. Yep. Thrashing Brontodon, maybe he has. Leo 6389. What do you have that gets rid of an enchantment? Okay. This will probably see some play after rotation. Let's see here. If I'm playing versus a control deck, this hand sucks, and this probably. Thwink. Thwink. Draw those cards. Alright, so he's just playing a Spirits Fire deck. Man, he just had 2 of these. Alright. Dope. Angels get +1/+1. Well, I shouldn't have said that quite yet. I still have a chance. Down to 97%. Rocky, the best movie ever made. I'll keep it, but another elf deck. Or it could be, alright, it's just elves. Elves always worry me because they can always just do something like stupid in one turn. Like tap this for how much ever mana. He could have collected company and just... Yep. So far, we played elves 4 out of the last 5 matches. So far, we're undefeated. We're 3-0. But... I'd rather draw a card off this. But those Doom Scars, good versus goblins, turn 3 board wipes, foretell on your second turn, and then board wipe turn 3. Just lands. So this is like where we start to decide, do we play with 9 lives here? Let's see, add 1 for each green creature you control. If he's got a collected company, so here, let me do this. Let's see. Maybe I can pull this off. He's gonna have to get in for 10. He's gonna have to have 10 sources to kill me. Drop Solemnity here. I don't know. I mean, do they have something that can destroy an enchantment? I don't know. I think that was that number 256. I think once we place on the top 1500, we can get into the top 500. Because that was what, number 256? So we're 4-0 versus elves. Coincidentally, the last 5 matches, 4 out of 5 have been elves. Alright, so... X-Avok. Almost thought it said X-Pac, the wrestler. Faithless. Oh no. Okay, so he's got the whole. All right, so what he's going to do. There's a card for 4 mana. You can return a card from your. You can return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. So what he's going to do is grab this, put this into play. Then this allows you to free cast any instant or sorcery from your graveyard. And then he's going to free cast this, then free cast the... Okay, I got it. So... what I think we should be doing is grabbing Rest in Peace. There it is, as outlined. See, so this has a flashback of 4. So. Alright, we'll cast it. And that would have hurt the home team. Yeah, I didn't see a win con there. Okay. We're up to 99. One more win, we're in the top 1500. Alright. Q. You know, once rotation happens, it'd be interesting to see what they do with rotation in standard, even though we're playing historic, because there's really no strong sets, if you think about it, after rotation. I mean, like Strixhaven was a pretty tempered set. Really, Strixhaven has more impact on historic than anything. Zendikar was a pretty tame set. Ikoria was it's got Mutate in there. Maybe Mutate comes back. But Theros Beyond Death. And then there's going to be a core set coming out. And then there's only one more set. And then rotation happens. So that set that comes out. Now, I said this last year. And I'm going to say it again. If there's any card in the next full set that comes out, when rotation hits, if any card is good, it's going to be very good. And any very good card is going to be tier 1. Because there's only going to be 5 sets in the format. So, in fall, it's the longest season. So, people will view that 2 ways. People will probably say cards need to be banned. I don't know what those cards would be, and then people might say standard is boring. So just be prepared for that. But I think cards like this might see play. So, not right now, but in the future. I said it last year and it happens. I said it the year before and it happens. So I'll just clip it and just put it what I just said, and so that way, if you're just beginning Magic the Gathering or anything like that, because you don't want to be filled with all the drama. We're playing a lot of people in the top 1500. It's not been an easy climb. Oh god. So this hand, like, I don't know. If he's playing with a control deck, it's not good. I'll keep it. So we're 1 win away from the top 1500. But it's been very interesting on our climb. We've been playing a lot of people in the top 1500.
Those who cannot perceive the law of thoughtfulness before action.
Yeah, and so it's kind of funny. Earlier, we played versus Jizaki Control, and we both went down to 0 cards. So I am going to call to Fury.
I have just the trick for this.
Yep, it's the same deck. Lightning Helix, Memory Lapse. Didn't see it coming. Yep. So they play with only 4 counter spells, right? And 4 memory lapse. So this stops all planeswalkers. Okay. He would counter that. Oh, commit. Oh no. So here's what he's gonna do. Probably cast this part. Each player shuffles their hand and draws 7 cards. No, he has a Teferi.
If you show remorse, you know what?
But what they can do is each player draws. So this card right here, the memory part. So each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into the library, and they draw 7 cards. But we can't draw cards, additional cards, because of this. So it's,
Keep up the pace.
I think they have us locked down, but yep. So the Torrential Gearhulk can't do anything? But this Teferi...
Let's skip to the good part.
I've practiced against many foes. Keep an open mind.
Because how the Teferi gets us is this emblem. Boy. So that'll at least stop Torrential Gearhulk from getting stuff from their graveyard.
No time for a break.
Hone your prowess.
Yeah, so if he's got a counterspell, he wins. Yep. Well, let me see if he's gonna blow his Teferi. Yeah, okay.
Do not do this lightly.
That confirms it for me. So the good news is we keep on playing people in the top 1500. We're 4-0 versus elves, but the Jeskai deck. And if you're watching this on when I'm done streaming, you want to watch this on replay. If you're interested in like crazy matches, we played a Jeskai deck. We both had 0 cards, 0. That's how long the game lasted. That's how long it lasted. And my last card was Approach to the Second Sun. And it was at the bottom. Okay, so... just like Red Rush. Alright. Let's just see what he has in his hands. Ooh, he's got Bone Crusher. Now, he could save this, and damage can't be prevented. So he can just cast those creatures and hold. The only problem is I can call Stomp with Gideon's Intervention, and he won't be able to cast it. So because let's see here. Let me hover over. Stomp, damage can't be prevented, so it overrides 9 lives. So a smart hold. By the opponent, but he didn't know we had that in our hands. So we'll just call Stomp. Yep. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to head off here, but if you want to, if you haven't followed yet, feel free to follow, and I'll be live streaming, I don't know, if maybe tomorrow, or later tonight, or the day after that, but we'll try to go into the top 1500, and maybe off stream I'll be going to the top 1500, so, we saw a lot of diversity. We also built a deck for a viewer, and, you can also join the Discord if you want to. Let me put that. Oh. Let me do that here. See if I could put that down below. You'll want to go with Magic the Gathering. Also have a Magic Legends as well, so you just would want to go to the Magic the Gathering part. I had a follower. They were building me a Discord and last year. And so I finally started using it because of Magic Legends. So, also if you like Magic Legends play too, there's some stuff up there as well. 48-hour live. I did a 49-hour live stream of that. 48 hours, 24. I don't recommend anybody doing over 24 hours. That was just crazy. So yeah, pretty much everything Magic the Gathering related. I'm in there. Well, anyway, thanks for people that stopped by. Thanks for if you want to feel free to follow. But I'm gonna be getting off here. It's gonna be my good night. Hopefully, it's your good morning or good day. But yeah, and hopefully, there's the good old Yorion.
Let's put a smile on that face.
of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time, because you'll never get closer than now.
Macho Man was crazy. Alright guys, have a good one.